true southerner. Kinda, not really, because I'm not even close to a southerner. All right, and wait for a couple people to join. I'm gonna make some waffles this morning. Feeling waffly. I saw that Dash waffle maker yesterday on sale and I was like, I need to make waffles. I haven't made waffles in a little while. Good morning, Tina. I am going to make Briana Thomas's apple cinnamon waffles, but not really. I am going to make them with pears because I think that sounds delightful, pear waffles. So I'm gonna do it because why not? It's my waffles and I can do what I want. If I want pears, who needs a recipe? I gotta get a hold of them. I got some plums, and one of my plums went bad in here, I think. These bags work really, really well, but the plum was on its way out when I put it in there, which was a bad idea, because now it's really bad. I noticed that last night, and I should have taken care of it then, but, you know. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? That's my motto. And all it did was ruin my other plums. Oh, I guess it didn't ruin that one. It's just one bad plum I put in there. It was starting to turn when I put it in the bag. And dummy, I shouldn't have put it in there. I guess I don't need to clean it out live on camera. You need a recipe, Susan? Well, take a recipe and tweak it. Life is more fun when you change things up. So I just took a plum out, and I don't know why. I'm not making plum waffles, I'm making pear. All right, I'm gonna move my cutting board over here. I'm also gonna make some GGMS. I'm gonna make myself a big old, okay, there we go. Knocked whatever that was off the counter in a hurry. I don't know. Sounded important, but probably wasn't. I gotta adjust this. There we go. All right, I am going to make some GGMS too. So while, I'm gonna get that brewing while I make my waffles. So I'm making mango passion fruit GGMS this morning because that's what I want. And that's what I have. I like tea in my GGMS. There's lots of different GGMSs. I drink lots of different ones. Some days I just drink straight water. I'll buy like, you know, those water bottles. I'm trying to think. Those 16-ounce water bottles, and I'll drink like 6 of those in a day. I refill it, of course, but some days I wake up and I want me some GGMS instead of coffee, and that's what I'm going to do this morning. It's 5:47 here in Illinois. So tired. Up all night with the dog having puppies. What kind of puppies, babe? What kind of puppies are you having? Aww. There's nothing sweeter than a puppy, and there's nothing more disgusting than a dog birthing a puppy. Let's face it, it's gross. Nobody wants to watch that. I don't have a very strong stomach. You figured that out? I grew up watching puppies be born, and I don't like it. It's nasty. All right. The birthing ain't bad. It's the, you know, the part that happens right after. I don't even want to talk about it. It's breakfast. I gotta move on. All right. When I brew my tea in my mason jar, I put an elastic around because otherwise my tea bags fall inside. No, it's not a big deal. I can spoon them out. But there's something, listen, I will lick a spoon and put it back in the container and eat out of it. But there's something about these tags falling into my tea that freaks me out. If it happened, I'd still drink it, but there's something about it that just grosses me out. So I put an elastic around the mouth. No, it's a filthy, probably filthy elastic, and I don't mind that being around the mouth of my drink. But I'm using a straw. I don't know, it just, you know, holds them in there. So I'm gonna have me, before I brew that, I'm gonna rinse my Keurig because I have a feeling there's some coffee. And as much as I love coffee, I don't want coffee in my peach mango GGMS. Oh yeah. That was a good idea because that needed to be done. All right. Get all the water under there. That's from the other day and I still haven't cleaned it. All right. Hot water, baby, hot water. I just gotta make sure I have it in the right place because I don't want water all over my kitchen counter. I think that's right. I think that's right. It is genius, isn't it, Susan? It's genius, that elastic. All right. Gonna let that go and I'm gonna let it brew the whole time I'm making breakfast, and when I'm done, it'll be ready. All right. So this, like I said, this is apple cinnamon waffles, but I don't even know if I have an apple over there. I think I do, but I don't want it. I want pears. I like pears. Pears are one of my favorite fruits. And I thought, why not? Stick them in a waffle and see what happens. Might be good. So I'm gonna link the recipe because I wasn't smart enough to do it before I started the video. Because I never am. All right. No, that's all. I was gonna add more water, but I don't need to. Oats. I need more oats. I've said that the last 3 videos that I've made oats. I've said I needed more oats. I think 1/3 of a cup of oat flour. If I remember right, that takes more than 1/3 of a cup of oats. I gotta write oats on my list. I ain't even got enough left for 1 serving. I could get on that. Did you say before that you can make peanut butter with peanut powder? Yeah, you can, Dawn. It's peanut junkie butter, peanut junkie butter, I think it's called, out of Trim Healthy Cookbook. It's just the, it is in the Trim Healthy Cookbook. I'll tell you right where it is, because I think I can find it quickly. Right there, page 481 in Trim Healthy Cookbook. It's peanut junkie butter. It's got some MCT oil and some water and some sweetener. And it tastes like a peanut butter spread. And that would be really good with your Berry Wow spread. All right. Oat flour. All right. I'm just going to measure it real quick. I'm going to put my ingredients back in here. And I know this is an extra unnecessary step, but I'm just going to make sure it's 1/3 of a cup. See, I screwed that up. In my head, I needed more oats to make flour. And I didn't. So now I have extra oat flour. Look at this. I'm prepping while I scrap. And now I have enough to make a second batch of waffles, all ready to go for the next day. Pro tip. All right. You never know what a screw up will bring you. 1/3 of a cup of oat flour. I wonder what these would be like with oat fiber. I'm about to sneeze. 1/2 teaspoon of powder, baking powder. You don't measure in spoons here. Let's see. Where's my half? There she is. 1/2 teaspoon. Faith, I took mine to Staples. And they bound it for me, and then I brought my Trim Healthy table and they wouldn't do it. Lots of places will do it. I think it might have just been the employee that I got. He was like too scared because well, it could be because I threatened him. Don't you cut off any of the words in my cookbook when you ring bind it. If you do, I'm not going to be happy. And then he said, I'm not sure that we can do this. I scared the poor kid and he wouldn't buy it. He wouldn't do it. So I'm mean. I scared the poor kid at Staples. right out of binding my next cookbook, but I suppose I could take another go at it. But yeah, just take it right into Staples. But a lot of people have said that it cuts off, and this is why I threatened the kid. In Trim Healthy Table, it seems like the words are a little closer to the edge. And so when they bound it, it cut off the beginning, which is an important part because it's the number. Like if it's a cup, it cut off the 1, so it just says cup. And you're like, how many? Half? A whole? 3/4? It's a guessing game. Nobody wants a guessing game. All right. Gotta get some donkage. 3 donks of the stevia. I noticed that Briana Thomas, or Burkhold, or whatever her name is now, most of the time uses straight stevia powder, which I like. I like the taste of just stevia powder. I think it's a good sweet. All right, 3 donks. And I like saying dunk. If you don't like saying dunk, you got something wrong with you. All right, pinch of salt. Whisk together the dry ingredients, it says. Done. All right, 1/4 cup of egg whites. There's no almond milk in this, which is good because I totally figured out yesterday, okay, I haven't lost my sense of taste. I know everybody's worried because I couldn't smell or taste anything. Well, I could smell, I mean, I couldn't taste anything. Well, what the problem was is my almond milk. It's so strong. No matter what I put it in, it just tastes like almonds. So I've got another batch of almonds soaking. I put them in last night. See how big they are? See how big they get when you soak them? And they get kind of soft and they shoot right out of their skin. They pop right out of their skin. So that's a 1/2 cup of almonds, and I'm gonna use 8 cups of water this time. So how long does the stevia powder last you? Carrie, I've been working on that same bag since the first time I did Trim Healthy 2.5 years, or 3 years ago. I did it for 2 years, 4 years ago. So I had 2 years. It lasts forever. All right, that's not a 1/4 cup, but it's close enough. It's a 1/3. We'll just go under. Whatever, close enough. 1/4 cup of egg white, 2 tablespoons of yogurt. Yeah, you can get one of those $9 bags of stevia. It'd be good for a year. I mean, if you're cooking a ton, phew, I hate the smell of Greek yogurt. If you're cooking a ton, it's gonna go by. You're gonna go through it more quickly, but you know, it's worth the. I buy the $10 bag and it lasts me forever, forever. All right, 2 tablespoons of water. I actually need a measuring spoon for that. I get it right, so I don't have sloppy. Nobody wants a sloppy waffle. 2 tablespoons of water. Sloppy waffles instead of sloppy joes. And 1/2 cup of chopped apple, or in my case, pear. Mine lasted me about a year, and I drink chocolate covered cherry shake every day. It's for real. If you don't think that's a bargain, I know some people think that some of the ingredients are expensive, but if you really sit down and do the math, they're not. They're worth the shipping. The quality is 1,000,000 times better than anything you get at the store. And it's just, most of that sunflower lecithin, you can buy that and not have to buy it for the next 16 years. I mean, you use like a 1/4 teaspoon and the bag holds like 2 cups. I mean, if you wonder if that purchase is worth it, it is. Will last you forever and a day. All right, got my pear. Should I take the skin off? No, I'm not gonna. I'm sure there's some important nutrient in the pear of a skin of a pear, I mean. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. I should be heating up my waffle maker right now, shouldn't I? I should be. If I was smart, I'd go do that. Oops. I wonder why my kitchen's such a mess when I cook, and I'm just flinging chunks of pear over there when the trash is right here behind me. That's why, you guys. Random question, can you sub xanthan gum for Gluky in the pudding? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say probably not, because Gluky has more of a silky, so they both thicken, but xanthan gum does not have the fiber gut healing properties that xanthan gum does. So, I mean that Gluky does. So my bet is no. I don't know that for sure. I haven't tried it, but I don't think it's going to get that same. So Gluky gives you a nice. Josie, that is absolutely genius. I should do that. I should buy a specific bowl that's pretty for my counter and call it my trash bowl. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy me a Pioneer Woman trash bowl. I mean, I got bowls, but this is an opportunity to buy a pretty bowl. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell my husband. The THM lady said I have to have a pretty trash bowl. All right. Done. And now I'm just gonna mix in my chopped pear. What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh, Gluky. Lisa, if you ask me, Gluky is absolutely a mandatory part of Trim Healthy. But that's just for me. You can do Trim Healthy without the Gluky. But I use it in those noodles I made, or I plan to once I get them right. I screwed them up this time. But I use it in my shakes. I thicken that chili sauce that I made last night to go on my lettuce wraps. I used it in that. Plus, it's got all these like gut healing properties, and it just it softens things up. You know what I'm talking about. It's good for you. It has weight bursting properties. I use xanthan gum a lot. Ashley, do you use it in Gluky pudding though? Have you tried it in Gluky pudding? I just feel like it's not going to have the same, maybe it will. I just don't think it's going to have the same texture. But I use xanthan gum a lot too. Don't get me wrong. I like my xanthan gum too. All right. Sticking my pear in there. I suppose I could have zinged it up with my little thing, but I want it more chunky. You know, is chunky the right term? It doesn't sound good. It's probably not. Let me get my waffle maker. I put a link yesterday. I know most of you already have this, but where's my cooking spray? It's right in front of my face, right there, right behind my Gluky. I put a little link on my page to one of these. This thing is gross. I should really clean it, you guys. It's like, it's getting a little nasty. On the outside, not the inside. The inside's clean. But they were on sale for $10 on Amazon. I don't know if that's the regular price. I think I paid a little more than that. But I love this little thing. It's so handy. Now, if I'm making waffles for a whole family, I'm probably not going to use this. Yeah, I think you're not going to have the health benefits in the Gluky pudding for sure, and I don't think you're going to have the same consistency. I don't think xanthan gum is going to give it the pudding, you know. I don't want to say slimy consistency, but let's face it, pudding is a little slippery. And Gluky pudding is not slimy to me. When I make it following the instructions exactly, I know some people are like, oh my gosh, it's so slimy. I don't think it is if I follow the instructions to the T. But anywho, all right, while my thing is heating up, that light is so small on there, I can't even see it. While that's heating up, I think I'm gonna make up my GGMS that's been over here brewing for about however long I've been on this video, minus about 2 minutes. And that's how long. I could let it sit longer, but I think that's good. All right. You watched me drop these tea bags inside after taking the effort to pin them. I didn't. It's a miracle. All right, that could have gone in my trash bag, or trash bowl if I had one. I can't wait to get a trash bowl. I think that's a great idea. Morning, Prosperous. Someone asked me the Gluky question last night and I wasn't sure. I knew someone would have the answer. Yeah, I don't know. I could try it. Wouldn't kill me to try making some Gluky pudding out of xanthan gum. I mean, then it's not Gluky pudding, it's xanthan pudding, which just doesn't have the same ring as the Gluck. I like to call it the Gluck. Maren, my daughter, always says, "Are you going to drink the Gluck or eat the Gluck tonight?" I made it yesterday. I made Snickers pudding to eat last night. It was too full from my lettuce wraps. I was stuffed that I ended up not getting to eat my Gluck. All right, I'm gonna get my ginger juice. I just heard my waffle maker shut off. All right, I think it's good. Slap some of that batter in there. I should move it up here so you can watch it spill all over the counter with me, because that's what's gonna happen. Let's face it, it's gonna pour all over. I wonder if my pears are gonna be crunchy in my waffles, or if they'll soften up. Yep, that was probably too much batter. We're about to find out. It won't even close. It'll work itself out. The second that thing started to sizzle, my dog took off into the other room. And I mean, it's a quiet sizzle. Did I make a video of the ginger juice, or did I just make it? I feel like I did it on video. I have to go back and look, Susan. I think I did it on video. I think I did it like in the middle of another cooking video. I literally throw chunks of fresh ginger. I don't even peel it. I wash it. I throw it into my blender with a whole bunch of water and I whiz it up, and then I drain it through a nut bag. My daughter last night says to me, "Why?" Because, you know, I started calling them nut bag and nut sack, but it's literally called a nut bag on the package. It literally says nut bag. I'm 5 years old. That makes me laugh. So it was with the Reuben. Look at you, Prosperous. You even remember what video it was. I don't remember what I had for dinner yesterday, hardly. Do you remember what video it was? And that was like a week ago. Anywho, my daughter goes, "Why do they call it a nut bag? That's offensive." Like, even my 13-year-old thinks it's a ridiculous name. I'm like, I don't know, but that's what why don't they call it a nut milk bag? Although that's not a lot better. All right, I'm gonna pour some ginger juice. That's probably 3 tablespoons, at least. Do it up. And I need some vinegar. Vinegar, where is it? Right here. I need to get me some of the good vinegar, because the whole reason for drinking vinegar is like the health properties, and I bought the junk kind. So I'm probably not getting the good stuff. I'm probably not getting the benefit. According to some of the GGMS recipes, it says a 1/4 cup. That's a bit much for me. A 1/4 cup of vinegar in 1 glass. That's a bit much for me. So I did like 1/2 cup. And why did I use a measuring cup? Why did I dirty a measuring cup for that? I have no idea. Oh, geez, the smoke from that steaming up my glasses. Do I like working from home? I could not love working from home any more than I do. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, dunk the stevia. I put about 4. Yeah, I like it sweet. Get out of there. These little dunkers, I tell you what, they drive me nuts. The powder sticks in them. 3, 4. Yeah, that's probably a lot of stevia, but it's all right. If you don't like that much, well, put less, but I like it sweet. How long does it last? The ginger juice, that lasts for like a long time in the fridge. A long time in the fridge. Okay, I just saw the word Mountain Dew go by. Terry, my favorite GMS is Mountain Dew. I'm looking that up. I'm looking that up because that sounds genius. I loved Mountain Dew. Heartburn and all. All right. I'm going to put some raspberry extract. Maybe. That's what I like in my peach mango, in my passion fruit mango. It makes it taste even more fruity, but maybe I don't have, I have strawberry, orange. I do need orange. Orange. People laugh at the way I say orange. I don't think it sounds that funny. Orange. How do you say orange? Raspberry. All right. One by Amber Kanan. I'm gonna totally look that up. Raspberry, a couple, 3 drops of raspberry. And, ooh, not lemon. Blah. I don't like lemon extract. Why do I even own that stuff is beyond me. Orange. That one's gone by. That's just pure rubbing alcohol. I don't want that. That's better. That smells like oranges. You gotta be careful, I find, with the Watkins, or not the Watkins, but the Watkins extracts. If you don't use them for a while and they sit there, they turn to varnish. Like, take them out and polish your silver, if you have silver. I don't have silver. I need a plate. All right, I set that aside for a second. Whoops, slippery bugger. That came out pretty good. Looks pretty good. Cal brand liquid stevia. I had liquid stevia at one point. I did like it. I used to use it in my GGMS, but I ran out. I gotta get some more. There's some good stevia drops out there too, the like chocolate stevia drops and stuff. Those are pretty good. All right, I need some water in my GGMS and I need some ice. Why am I, what is it I need? I need ice. Let me get some ice. Why? I'll just be back. Let me fill my cup with ice. Now, it would have been much smarter for me to brew that in a coffee cup and then pour it over ice, but I don't do smart. I do it this way for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but I do it. And now I was gonna add water to that, but I'm like, it's already full. Maybe I don't need any. That's probably going to be some strong stuff because I probably put too much ice. It's probably going to take the hair right off my nose. Singe my nose hairs right out. It's good because they need to be plucked. It's perfect. Ooh, it's got some kick. That's good. If you drink like the original GGMS that doesn't have, like the very first one that just has like lemon juice in it, you back? You're all right with the sound of the sizzling from the waffle maker now? You're not scared anymore? You want a piece of waffle? Okay. You guys hear that? Oh, when he comes at it. You want to come say good morning to everybody? Come here. Come here. I swear he just looked at the camera to make sure he was on camera. Come up here. Come here. Come here. You gotta come here. You want it? You want it? You gotta come here. I'm not giving it to you unless you come up here. Come here. Come on. Yes. I know that totally grosses some people out that the shedding dog is jumping around in my kitchen, but just don't do it in your kitchen. I'm okay with it. Anyway, what I was going to say was the original GGMS just has, Andrea, it's okay. Oh my gosh. The original GGMS just has lemon juice, and there's, of course, there's a million recipes ever since then, a million variations, but it has all that apple cider vinegar, and I take a drink and I can't. But in this tea, if you brew really strong tea, it just gives it some kick. And that's, I mean, that was a fair, it's probably 3 tablespoons of vinegar in there. That's good. And I'll tell you what, this right there makes all the difference in the world instead of using the powder. If you're using the powder in your GGMS, make some ginger juice or go out and buy it. Go out and buy a bottle of ginger juice. It's so, no, in the original one, Marie, there is ginger powder, but the very original GGMS was like lemon juice, if I remember right. The original GGMS was like just a base. See if I can find it quickly. It's right around here. It's right before the shakes, I think. My pages are like stuck together. I think it's right here. Good girl moonshine. Vinegar, ginger. I was thinking there was like 4 tablespoons of lemon juice or something. Maybe I saw that on a video or something. I guess I'm lying. The original one just says extracts of choice. Ginger and vinegar. But I remember the first time I made it, all I put in it was a little bit of lemon juice because I watched a video. Lemon juice, ginger, vinegar, stevia, and water. And I thought I might die. It was too much. It was too much. But anyway, this makes all the difference in the world. I like my waffles to be very cooked. I don't like mushy in the inside. The mushy pear is going to be alright, but I don't need any mushy batter in the middle of my waffle. Gross. That the Hawaiian punch, Dawn. It is good. No, you're right, Dawn. I didn't die. I didn't die. I wanted to. I was gasping for air, but I didn't die. Tell ya. If you're tasting something you don't love, or, you know, that you just say to yourself, I won't die. Or if it was really gross, when you're done, just say, but did I die? Did I die? No, I didn't. Therefore, it was worth the effort. I ordered some magnesium powder, like Pearl has been sharing. I don't know why. Do I need extra magnesium? I have no idea. But if Pearl Barrett can drink it, I can do it. This is maybe. Although she's a little bit closer to Serene level crunchy than I am. I am not Serene level crunchy. But she ordered that. She's been posting those greens. So I don't put the greens in a lot of stuff because they're very green. And they taste very green. They taste a little bit like lawn clippings. And so I'll put it in some stuff, but I'd rather just put fresh spinach. Oh, look, it's pouring all over my counter. You can't see it, but the last one overflowed everywhere. Anywho, it's really strong, the greens. So I ordered some of the strawberry lemon sweetened with stevia natural calm. I hope it doesn't make me fall asleep at my desk. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is pouring out of the side. It's like growing as I stand here, and it's just pouring all over the counter. And I wonder why my waffle maker is dirty on the outside. That's why. Anywho, I'm gonna try, if I get my magnesium powder today, it's supposed to come today, I will try making a shot of that tomorrow and tell you just how good it is. Pearl says, she says, I love how she has a disclaimer in her post. She said, I think it's really tasty, according to me. She adds that. Katie Reynolds said it humbled her when she drank it, but she's continued to do it, and it's really good for you. So I'll try it. And I thought maybe the magnesium powder says it's good for stress, so I thought I might give some to my kid, because she's high stress. She's a high anxiety kid. She's wound up all the time, worried about things, especially post-Rona. She's just a constant bucket of nerves. So I was thinking I would maybe, if it's good, give her a little of this calm magnesium stuff. If I'll Google it and make sure it's okay for a kid, teenager. I'm sure it is. Probably is. Probably really help her with her, Shark Week too. I got my shirt, Connie, off the Zon. If you look up, when you search hoodie t-shirt, because that's what this is. It's a t-shirt, but it's hoodie. I don't care for the powder. I peel the ginger. It's food processor with a little water. I freeze it. And that's a good idea, to make ginger ice cubes. I've done that before. Is just put them right in my GGMS. Just put ginger ice cubes. That is a good idea. She has got a big old dose, Amy, of the Prince of Peace. That child is very in love with her savior. That being said, it's hard for a 13-year-old going through the Rona, who's, she's homeschooled to begin with, and has no siblings, so had very little interaction with other kids to begin with, and loved the interaction she had, but has lost most of it through Rona. So it's been hard on her. She's fine, but it's still been a struggle. And as much as she loves her Jesus, it's still hard when you're 13 years old to understand the peace that he brings. It's still hard for a 13-year-old to get. So she's having a tough time. Some days, there are some days she's fine. Then other days she's like, Mom, I'm just so sad. I just want to go back to the way life used to be. I'm like, I know, child. I really want it to go back. Because, so she's a huge fan of Dude Perfect. I don't know if you know who Dude Perfect is, but she is a major Dude Perfect fan. You're right, Andrea. 13 has a lot to do with that. But she is a major Dude Perfect fan. And so for Christmas, not this Christmas, but the year before, we got her Dude Perfect tickets in Boston. And then it was canceled and rescheduled because of the Rona. And it's July 2nd this year, and I'm not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling good about going to Boston with, 5,000 people. Well, it's probably more than that in the I can't think of the name of the stadium. Anyway, the big stadium the TD Center. There's gonna be thousands of people there, and I'm praying with all of my heart that Dude Perfect just cancels this time, because as sad as that would make her feel, it would make her even more sad if they don't cancel and we choose not to go. And that's probably going to be the case if they still gather. And so I'm praying with all of my heart that Dude Perfect cancels their tour for my benefit. Now, it's just my 13-year-old that I'm worried about. I know they have millions of fans, and this is their income. So but I'm not expecting them to cancel it just for my kid. But anywho, we'll see. Unless all of a sudden there's this, it clears up. But my husband struggles with crowds to begin with, let alone crowds in a pandemic. So I don't know. All right, a couple more minutes. These are taking a while because I put a lot of batter in there. I don't think normally they would take this long to cook. I could close my cabinets. You know, multitask. Multitask. There, I got one thing done. I think somebody asked me if I worked at home before the pandemic. We did 1 day a week at home. At one point we did 3 days a week, and then we went to 1 day a week. But then the pandemic hit and boom, we were full time, and it has worked so incredibly well that it's permanent now. I homeschooled too for over 7 years, bless her heart. You've never heard of Dude Perfect, Amy? How old are your kids? Because Dude Perfect they are 5 guys who do trick shots that have they're the highest paid YouTubers out there. And they are 5 very strong Christian men, and their faith comes through everything they do. Their videos are not inherently, like, they're not Christian videos. They're not spiritual videos, but these guys exude the Lord, and they are 5 young, sweet. There are 5 married men. They are just such a good example for kids. They are just, oh my gosh. And they have a million videos out there. They have millions of subscribers. They are phenomenal. So Amy, if you don't know who they are, yes, go check it out. Your grandkids, 876, they would love Dude Perfect. Listen, I'm 43, 1978 minus 2021. I'm gonna be 43 this year. I love them. I love Dude Perfect. They're the best. Yes, go look it up. First videos you look for, go look for trick shots. They're fantastic. They're absolutely wonderful. All right. Oh, see, I'm glad I left that. It got nice and crispy on the outside. Just how I want it. All right, baby. Those are looking good. Look at those waffles. I ain't mad about that. That one got nice and crispy. I should have left them out. That's the problem with the Dash waffle maker, is by the time your third one is done, your first one is cooled off. But, all right. I'm gonna top these with a few slices of pear because I'm not gonna do a whole pear because I already have a serving of oats. So I'm just gonna slap some on top to look pretty. And, oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna put some cottage cheese on it. Donna, they have websites and stuff too, but their main place is YouTube. YouTube is their bread and butter. They had a TV show for a while on Nickelodeon, but they are on YouTube. All right, I feel like I should taste test this cottage cheese first. It's making me nervous before I put it on my waffles. It's fine. It's within date, I think, ish. Yeah, but it's still, I like to taste test my cottage cheese just to be sure. It's good to be safe. I should put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on that. I should put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on that. Why? Just because it looks pretty. No other reason. If I weren't on video, would I put a sprinkle of cinnamon on top of my cottage cheese? Probably not. Yeah, girl. Cottage cheese on waffles. Yeah. Tell me that doesn't look beautiful. Right? Oh, Brandy. I won't be buying that. I'm gonna try this. This looks super good. the pears, you guys, in there. Get out of here. These are good. These are good. I'm only gonna take a bite of that side so I take a picture. I like to have a picture of everything I eat. It's documentary. Then I know, you know why I document everything I eat? So I can remember what I ate, you know, down the road when I make this recipe again and go, oh my gosh, I've never thought of pear waffles. And, oh yeah, you did. You ate it 3 weeks ago. There you go, pear waffles. Waffles don't have to be just plain old. You guys talking about nutsack, killing. You're killing me. You're killing me here. I can't focus. Oh my word. Anyway, waffles don't have to be just plain. I bet plums would be good in it. Plum waffles, why not? Stick fruit in there. Stick raspberries. Stick some strawberries. Whatever. I'm trying to think what else you could stick in there. You can stick whatever you darn well please in your waffles. Nobody's telling you you can't. Just do it. Make your waffle batter and stick whatever you want in it. And then top it with Greek yogurt if cottage cheese freaks you out. But I want cottage cheese on mine and it's going to be delicious. So yeah, that's it. All right, you guys. Hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. It's going to be nice here today. It's going to be like 50, 45, 50. It's nice for March. Peaches would be good. Peaches would be good. Where do you find the fresh bags? You talking about these things, Star? Is this what you're talking about? Prosperous? These bags? I get them off the Xanthan. They're in my, if you click on my link at the top of my Facebook page, that link will take you to all my favorite goodies. I need to put the Dash Waffle Maker out there because I really like it. But it will take you to all my favorite gadgets and trinkets and doodads. It will take you to my YouTube page. There's a PayPal out there for donations toward, you know, ingredients and that stuff. You guys have been super generous to me and I can't thank you enough. And there's a link to my YouTube. Please go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, I'm trying to build that page up over there and I'm really excited. It's growing. YouTube reached out to me yesterday and has monetized my page, which I just find hysterical. I never would have seen that coming. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know how well my YouTube page will grow, but I'm trying to grow it and I'm enjoying it. But it does take a significant amount of time. So I'm trying to fit that into my daily life. But we'll get there. All right. I love you all. Have a blessed Wednesday. I have to keep stopping and thinking what day it is. Carmen, your daughter wants to see Sebastian. Bessie, come here. Do you want a piece of pear? Let's say hi to Carmen's daughter. Let's say hi to Carmen's daughter. Come on, come on, come on, come here, baby. Come here. Oh, he's such a good boy, isn't he? He's a good man. He's such a good boy. I hope pears are safe for dogs. All right, you guys. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and I will see you later today. I'm sure of it. All right.